Our presentation today is a study of the Saltgrass Steakhouse located at Meyerland Plaza in Houston, Texas. The study was conducted by 4 graduate students at the Conrad Hilton College of Hotel and Restaurant Management at the University of Houston. They are Edwin Pardilla from the Philippines, Annie Ding and Ai Zhu, both from China, along with Kevin O'Brien from the United States. The methodology used in performing this project was fourfold. First, the group studied online guest comments about their experiences at this location. This was combined with information obtained through Saltgrass documentation like training manuals, and also through the group's own observations. Finally, the team developed model applications for this venue, utilizing the brand Prism, the semiotic square, and by inputting comments into a ServQual model. The Saltgrass legend dates back to the 1800s, when millions of longhorns roamed freely throughout Texas. The first Saltgrass Steakhouse opened in March of 1991 along the Katy Freeway, which is I-10 in Houston. The original ownership, Saltgrass Incorporated, envisioned growing the concept to a nationwide chain. They did grow this company to 24 locations, all in Texas. Then, in September 2002, Tillman Fertitta, the president, CEO, and sole owner of Landry's Incorporated, announced his company had acquired Saltgrass Steakhouse. The goal of growing the concept still remains today, as currently, in 2016, the company has 63 Saltgrass units. They have also expanded outside of the state of Texas. The Saltgrass mission envisions world-class food and service with extremely high standards while delivering excellent financial performance. They have also set management and staff development as a top priority. The Saltgrass team is also guided by their pledge, which is very simply to honor the old legends while making a little history of their own. The group's view of this location's brand Prism begins with a glance at the venue's physique or outward face. It is authentic Texas with the flavor of the rodeo visible throughout. The brand's personality duplicates the traits that both the CEO, Mr. Fertitta, and the corporate chef appear to share in that it is professional, masculine, and innovative. The brand's relationship with consumers is developed by how they treat their guests. They are very hospitable, casual, and approachable. The Saltgrass brand culture duplicates that of Landry's Incorporated. They are a progressive, guest-oriented organization that is actively involved in the community. Their corporate social responsibility, and thus integrity, is beyond reproach. The brand's reflection is not the actual target of the brand. It is the target which the brand portrays implicitly or explicitly in its advertising messages. It is energetic, quality-seeking consumers from the heart of America. And finally, the brand self-image, which is the way a consumer feels after experiencing this Saltgrass Steakhouse. It is VIP and Texas to the bone.
After looking at the brand image of Saltgrass, we will be talking about the consumer segment of the restaurant. Here we use semiotic square as a model to analyze the crowd and try to find potential consumers that might have been overlooked. So on the left side, we have frequency of visits, and on the right, we have the experience level. For frequency, we have pioneer and settlers. Pioneers are the first time visitors. They are curious and adventurous. These are the people that are usually on the go. On top of the pioneers, we have the settlers. They are the regular customers that dines in Saltgrass frequently. They know the menu and know what to order before they even get to the restaurant. Normally, they tend to order the same thing over and over again. They can easily tell the consistency of food and service quality by comparing it from their previous experiences. On the right side, which is the level of expertise, we have urban cowboys and ranchers. Urban cowboys are those amateurs that pretend to be a real cowboy. In other words, they are the consumers who think that they know everything about the food and service, when in fact they only have very basic knowledge. On the contrary, ranchers are the customers who are experts about food or service. They accumulated knowledge through experience. They base their critiques with fairness and understanding. We combined the characteristics of settlers and ranchers and we came up with fuddy duddies. They're very experienced and really familiar with this restaurant. They tend to have strict standards and high expectations, yet very reasonable individuals. You will have them coming back as long as they feel that they are always taken care of. On contrast, we have the consumers who have neither experience nor curiosity. We identify them as drifters. They spend so much time looking at the menu and still can't decide what to order. Normally, they just come with their friends or family. In this section, we gathered the most reasonable reviews on Yelp, Facebook, Google, and TripAdvisor. Here are some of the great feedbacks for Saltgrass. They have a lot of high ratings on these social media pages, but apparently we found very low ratings as well. Here we have the 5 basic service standard model, which consists of tangibles, reliability, empathy, assurance, and responsiveness. And underneath them are the usual complaints from both online and from our team's personal dining experience. For this restaurant, we'll be focusing more on reliability, assurance, and responsiveness, which we found the most concerning. First most common problem is the slow and inattentive service. As you can see from the online reviews, it's all about the servers not paying attention to their tables. Customers are saying either servers take forever to bring their check to the table or not checking on the food that they are serving at all. From our own experience, we encountered similar issues. Either our food took 30 minutes to be served when it was not all that busy, and our server forgetting to bring our beverage order. We observe as well that servers are being pulled to manage different sections. That might lead to them not being around most of the time. We have the inconsistency in food quality. Online, we found either they serve poor quality chicken and potatoes and overcooked and undersized ribs. With our own personal experience, we have this half rack of ribs as example. The left image is their presentation of the half rack of ribs. In the middle, we have the actual product that was served to us when we first dined in. And on the right, we have another image taken by our group. In this image, they were able to put the sides with the ribs, which they forgot the first time, but still a quarter rack again when we ordered a half rack. Third issue would be the communication failure. Both managers and servers would always make an excuse or have too much to say rather than just resolving the issue, like finding bugs in customer foods and failing to show empathy. During the time that we spent in the establishment, we also noticed that most of the time there were no managers present on the floor. They never spend time checking each table, and if they do, they pick and choose Landry Select Club members only, and not even attend to other customers. Next, we have the service gap analysis. It is identifying the gaps between customer expectation and the actual service provided at different stages of service delivery. Upon examining expectation, service delivery, and perception, we have concluded that the issue lie on failing to meet service standards. Here, we created a table which consists of our main service failures and issues that we encountered. For the ribs or food quality inconsistency, we came up with the solutions of a double check system, which includes a kitchen manager or a chef checking the food quality before they go to the expediter. For the managers and servers not resolving complaints properly, we recommend for better customer satisfaction training, making them see complaints as opportunities to exceed customer expectations. Finally, the last one is failing to meet basic service standard procedures, which in this case is taking 30 minutes for food or bills. We have come up with possible solutions of having a backup runner and buzzer, so servers could focus more on their stations. Also, simplified order ticket formats so they would not forget orders.
Using the online Yelp ratings for conversation, this venue has an overall rating of 3.0 stars out of 5, with 4s and 5s being good to excellent and 1 through 3 being poor to average. More than half of the reporting consumers rate this restaurant as poor to average. We recommend that all guest complaints be handled within the restaurant and that no guest should leave dissatisfied. Additionally, in the future, all online comments should be addressed. Thank you.